Hello everyone, it's Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery. I'm just here to get set up for my next How I Weave video. So for this one, we're going to be doing a Houndstooth. I have my 2 yarns ready. So we're going to be using my 10-inch rigid heddle loom, the Kromsky Presto. And I have 2 skeins of Wisdom Yarns Angora lace in the colors Harbor and Cerulean. And I think they're different enough so it'll be pretty obvious what I'm doing, or I hope so. So I'm going to be doing a double threaded warp, and I'm probably going to double up the strands for the weft as well so it's the same thickness as the warp. And that's about it. So let's get started. Alright, so I have the loom all set up to work on the Houndstooth, and I did a little bit of it just so I can show you how the pattern works up. So as you can see, there are 4 threads here, but that's because there's 2 going through each hole. If you were using a worsted weight yarn and you only did single threaded warp, there would only be 2 strings going through each, two strings in each color in each place. Anyway, and then you go through 2 rows in that color. Now, since you are changing color constantly, you end up with these little loopies on the side as you change color. They interlock to hold it together, and it's just a really interesting edge. Now, when you do this, I'm gonna do the blue for you. You want it to interlock. So personally, I lift up this string before putting the other color through. And that way I can make sure that it interlocks. And you want to not make them too tight because then the side can buckle, but you want it to be tight enough so it doesn't catch on anything and it doesn't look messy. And there's a balancing act to this. You do eventually find it. All right, back across again. And then that would finish this color for this row, and we would swap to the other color for the next row. When you first start it, I just have the 2 first ends from the colors hanging down here, and then at the end of the piece I'll just do them into the fringe like I do all the other strings. That's about it for instructions. I'm going to go ahead and weave the whole piece, and then at the end I'll come back and show you how to do a twisted fringe. So I'll be right back. So the weaving is finished. I am leaving it pretty long for how much space I left at the end of the warp, because between trimming so they're all even and twisting and then the washing, you're gonna lose a lot of length when you're doing a twisted fringe, and that is what I had planned on doing for this one. I'm just gonna grab my scissors. So for the ends of the weft, I'm gonna be adding them into the fringe. So let me just make sure I have enough length. Make it the same length as everything else-ish. Cut those off. And then we're gonna cut this off the loom. So right around here. Stick always tries to escape on me, but we got it. And pull that through the heddle. And you want to be pretty gentle because this isn't secured at all yet. I didn't do a hem stitch this time. Some people, well, a lot of people do. I don't particularly care for the way they look, so I don't do it, but a lot of people do. Anyway, try not to pull on these too much so that you don't mess up all the weaving you worked so hard on. And now I've just disengaged the back part, and I can start taking this off the loom. All right, so set that down, and we can take this part off, and then we can start doing the twisted fringe. So I'm just gonna I can take this stick off too so I don't lose them. I know they're not actually called that, they're called beams or something, but they're sticks. All right, I got it all off. I'm going to get the camera set up so you can see better what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. All right, so I already trimmed the two sides so all of the strands are the same length, or as close to it as I can get. So I'm going to be doing 6 strands. 6 strands in each half of the twisted fringe, so 12 total per little twisted bundle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half of it and we're going to turn it, I'm going to say counterclockwise. You can do it I'm turning it clockwise. You can do counterclockwise if you want, it doesn't really matter. So get it nice and tight and twisted, and then hold that so it doesn't untwist on you. Then take the other half, and that one is also going to be clockwise. They have to be the same direction. And ideally as close to the same amount of twist as possible. All right, take the 2 ends, the 2 little twisted bundles, tie a quick knot. I'll try to keep them as tight as possible so they don't untwist on you. And my knot got messed up, 1 second. And it's fine if you make a mistake, you can just unknot it and try again. I mess it up fairly often because I just do. All right, let's try that knot again. There we go. And do that a few times and they'll twist together and you'll get a twisted fringe. There are machines that'll do this for you. I don't have one, so let's see. There's another bundle of 6 and another bundle of 6. You're just going to do that the whole way around. So I'm going to put it in time lapse and we're going to get through this fringe. Finishes up my houndstooth and twisted fringe video. If I'm being honest, I find both of these things kind of tedious to do. I mostly just did them so I could finish up the video. I'm not really into the same thing over and over, although the effect is really cool. So that is the last of the How I Weave series for Woven November. And I really like doing these, and I had a bunch more than I want to do, so I think I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 of these a month just to keep it going, so you can expect more in the future. I'm going to finish up some last photos of this scarf and then get it washed, but that's about it for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. If you like my work and would like to see more, please follow the links in the description below to my Instagram and blog, or show your support by buying me a coffee. Most of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.